Hello, this is Woverdude here to introduce you to the Skyrim mod Oblivionauts. Oblivionauts is a platform for Skyrim mods that allows you to play Skyrim without the Skyrim world, just mods. The idea behind Oblivionauts is to provide you with a base from which you can teleport to any number of modder-made maps. This allows modders to make places, quests, and items as much as they want to without having to worry about conflicts and compatibility issues with the normal Skyrim world and other mods. For this video, I will use a sample map which you can download. This sample map is nothing more than a desert island, but demonstrates the Oblivionauts portal system effectively. It can also serve as a template that mod authors can use to learn about Oblivionauts and make their own maps and dungeons. Oblivionauts has no extra requirements such as SKSE, the Skyrim script extender, and is simple to install. To start a new game of Oblivionauts, go to New in Skyrim's main menu and select Yes. This is Dirthwood Spire, your base. It is where you will be spending the majority of your time between adventures. Here you can rest, craft, trade, restock on supplies, and hire followers. The beta version does not have dialogue and trading implemented, but expect it in the release version. I will keep custom dialogue to the minimum, while attempting to provide some interesting NPCs for you to interact with. In addition, I will have a small introductory scene for you when you create a new game. In front of me is what you will be most interested in. This is an Oblivion Gate, operated by a sigil stone. To travel to other places, you will have to make use of this stone. When you activate this stone, you will be presented with a dialogue interface with a list of all the maps you can travel to. Once you have traveled to one, you will also be able to choose to go to the last map that you visited. This is a sample map, which you can download with the main files. It has no quests or characters, but it demonstrates the features of Oblivionauts. Modders who want to make their own maps can also use this one as a template from which to build their own areas. This map doesn't have the whole Oblivion Gate because I just couldn't fit it in. From a modder's standpoint, however, all that is required to let the player teleport to or from Dirthwood Spire is to place one of these sigil stones in the map. Now that I have traveled to a map, I'm also able to choose the last map option, which will take me to whichever map I traveled to last. Now I will show you around Dirthwood Spire. Here are the player's quarters. There's a chest to store items in, weapon and shield racks to display your loot, and a bed for you to sleep in. These quarters are a bit sparse, but I hope that someone will make a map for the player to use as his or her quarters. This section will be used for the intro scene, and is here for story purposes. This is the crafting area, with every type of crafting station for weapons and armor. You will also be able to trade for better equipment once I have implemented traders in the release version. This is a library. Here you will be able to enchant, make potions, read books, and trade for spells and enchantments. This is Nedhalas. He is a general trader. In the release version, you will also be able to recruit hirelings from him to help you on your adventures. These are the living quarters. Here is where the characters eat and sleep according to their schedules. Around here, you will see quarters for each of the characters. Each of these rooms are designed specifically for the characters that inhabit them. Here are the pantry and the armory. In the pantry, you can find and cook food. In the armory, you can restock your equipment between adventures. Each of the items and containers in the armory respawns after you acquire them. You have available to you a mage outfit dresser, an ammunition barrel, basic low-level weapons of each type, a medicine barrel, and an armor cabinet. This allows you to pick your equipment at the start as well as to restock between maps. Nothing in the armory is overpowered or expensive to avoid balancing issues. The beta version of Oblivionauts will be available on ModDB on the 16th of May 2013. The release version will be available afterwards, after I've added dialogue and trading. The release version will be available on both ModDB and the Skyrim Nexus. Currently, there's not too much content for players in Oblivionauts. However, all of the core features are available for modders to start making their own maps for you to travel to. In the near future, I will release tutorials on how to add your map to the Oblivionauts map list, as well as advice on how to make existing Skyrim mods compatible with Oblivionauts. Since this is the beta version, there will inevitably be bugs and missing features. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or bug reports. You can let me know either in the comments or in the ModDB forums. In conclusion, I have a question for you. Would you rather that I focus on improving and adding story and dialogue in Oblivionauts for the release, or would you rather that I focus on improving and adding features and options to the mod? I could spend my time writing conversations and working with voice actors to add dialogue, or I can spend my time making Oblivionauts more functional and useful. Let me know which you prefer. Thank you for your time. The download links for the main files and the sample map are in the description. I hope you enjoy Oblivionauts.